Hello and welcome to Bakerstreet.coasters, where today we are going to be on about a really strange thing which has happened to Chessington World of Adventures. Well, less strange but more positive. So yesterday, and I'm talking from the 29th of April, Chessington announced that they are going to replace the land of Mexicana, where Scoprion Express used to be, so that old runaway mine train, with this Paw Patrol. Now, everyone's saying, wow, Paw Patrol. Now, as you guys know, I am a very big critic against theme parks, and when it comes to them with IPs. Now, the first thing is, Paw Patrol is an IP, and it is not owned by Merlin, it is actually owned by Paramount Plus. Now, this is, I mean, to be fair, I have grown up with Paw Patrol since I was like younger. I remember watching it before I went to go to school. My brother then kind of launched onto it, and then it came a really running thing through my family. But Paw Patrol, if you think I am now at 17, that is old. But anyways, putting that aside for now. Now, it does say Paw Patrol is on a roll to Chessington. Now, as we can see here from the concept art, we have this Adventure Bay watchtower. And like I said, I'm not quite sure, and I've said this on a previous video, which I did yesterday, so go and check that out on my Instagram. But I did say, how are they going to fit this in within the tree height limit if they are going to have a watchtower? I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. Now, as we go down, we have stuff like, to the lookout, the pups need you. So that's like a normal moral thing. And then it goes, there is a brand new mission coming to Chessington World of Adventures in 2026, and it's going to be a pup-tastic. Head to Adventure Bay to join the Paw Patrol pups to save the day in a new immersive land, the UK's first and only Paw Patrol themed land. Now that's Merlin going again. Oh, it's the UK's first. It's the world's first. We all know that. Merlin love world's first or UK firsts, so you know they normally express that in. But you don't have to wait until 2026 to meet your favourite pups. Chessington is ready for action with the pups reporting for duty in 2025. So that means we have got like a earlier date into when we're actually going to be introduced to this sort of theming and land and what we're gonna see within it, which would be pretty cool actually. Enjoy interactive meet and greets with Chase, Sky and Wubble. Sleep like a hero in the new Paw Patrol themed hotel rooms, and join the Paw Tea in a Paw Patrol autumn adventure where Marshall will be joining his pups pals for tail wagging fun. That is a tongue twister. But now, as you can see from this concept art here, and I'm pretty sure I can zoom it in. Apparently I can zoom it in. So as we can see here, we have the Adventure Bay watchtower in the middle, which is where the Paw Patrol normally is in the TV show for all you guys who's never watched it. And then I was saying yesterday on the video that it looks like we are having some returning rides. Now, if we know that Minecraft is set to come to a UK theme park next year, and you know there's no proposal into which theme park it's going to be yet. However, we all probably do know it's going to be Chessington, as they also have another area of the park which is closed and it won't be open until 2027. Now that means that area of Wild Asia, which is going to turn into Minecraft, or proposed, has multiple different rides in it, such as Monkey Swinger, which used to be the swinging chair ride. You had Tuk Tuk Turmoil, which was your bumper cars. You had Jungle Bus, which is like a bus ride which goes round. Then you've got Cobra. Now I'm pretty sure Cobra is not leaving from the plans which I've drawn, which has been drawn up from other people before, so go and check that video out on my YouTube. But that is that Marshall thing. So this red, I don't know if you guys see it where my mouse is hovering, this red bus sort of looking thing looks very much like the Jungle Bus we used to have at Wild Asia, so that would be pretty cool to see that return ride. It's very good for the younger people. Now this area is aimed for the younger people, and I do agree that it may work, but then there are implications and dangers which I see, and I won't talk about them until later on. Now, it also looks like they'll have some sort of meet and greet, because you've got Rubble down there, I'm pretty sure his name is Rubble, and with some kids around him, so that's like meet and greet places maybe. You've got this new ride which looks like a water ride, but that was my first impression, but apparently that's not how it's going to be, I don't think. And there has been other people, such as Attraction Source, who has got the plans already of how it's going to be, so I'll show you them in a minute. And then you've also got this roller coaster and this ride. Now, I'm not quite sure who this roller coaster is going to be manufactured by, but it does look like Zamperla. No, it doesn't. It does, but it doesn't. I don't know. I can't tell you. There are more people out there who probably could tell you what it is just by looking at that, but I can't. And then you've got this ride, which looks like it's going to be a helicopter ride, which is going to go up and spin round. It'd be quite cool to see this land be in action. Now, as it says there, enjoy interactive me. Oh, yeah, and it also says here, somewhere, I'm pointing my hand, but no. It also says here that hotel rooms. Yes, Paw Patrol themed hotel rooms, which I think is really cool, because, you know, a land isn't complete without hotel rooms, because you expect to go from hotel room which is themed to that land to the land itself. So having these hotel rooms is a very, very beneficial thing. Now, we have the dates about what is going on. So in May half term, we can have pups at play. The Paw T, I don't know what Paw T means, but Paw, oh, party, but Porty is here. Visit Chessington World of Adventures as the pups are rough, ready to meet you. Enjoy a photo and hi paw with Chase, Sky and Rubble. Life is better with a pup. Now, they've kind of done this like May half term. That's a week, and that's really good. The fact that they've really pushed that out. They're pushing out their marketing advertisement, pushing out their campaigning for this area, and I think that's really, really good to see. At the moment, as we know, though, they are literally lacking on entertainment staff, because you've got the Gruffalo and Cocomelon. That's literally it. You've all got that area. As we know, Merlin have kind of took away the entertainment team, which is not a good thing. Now we've got Sleep Like a Hero. Now it says on sale soon, so that means they are doing the hotel rooms. But it says there, step inside your very own Paw Patroller control centre for the ultimate sleepover. Stay in the UK's first and only Paw Patrol themed bedrooms. The perfect place to dream of darling rescues. So yes, there you go. That is like their way of saying, you know, sleep in our Paw Patrol places and campaign it even further, which I think is really, really good. Wait there. Alexa, turn on office light. There you go, guys. I think you can see me better now. So then we move on to Paw Patrol Autumn. So then it continues on to the autumn. Now, tickets on sale soon, and as you can see there, you got Nickelodeon. So yes, Paw Patrol is owned by Nickelodeon, which, you know, brings up a lot of flags. And like I said, I will bring that into later. Now, Paw Patrol Autumn Adventure, join Chase, Sky and Rubble for a Paw Patrol Autumn Adventure. Weekdays between 3rd to 26th of September. Plush Marshall will also join the rest of his pup pals and can't wait to meet you. So yes, then you've got more people, and that's kind of their final push before this land opens, because in autumn, you've then got October, and that's like your Halloween sort of thing. You don't really have many younger people going to them events. So yeah, autumn is quite a good time to do that, and I think they've really sorted this out, and I feel like they're gonna push this campaigning out even more and further. And the fact that they've even released it, like, you know, quite early is quite good to see. I mean, it's not that early, but, you know, that land wasn't closed last year, so it sort of is early into the theme park year, not the year itself. So it says there, a new adventure awaits. Now we've also got another concept art. Now this is exactly what I was on about. So you've got this jungle bus down here, which, you know, we saw in the area of World Asia, so it could be returning. You've got this sort of ride up there, which is very similar. If you guys have been down to Drayton Manor before, it is very, very similar to the Harold one. You've got this, it looks like a life, like a lighthouse, and then you've got, I don't know his name, but yeah, another ride there, which apparently is going to be water based, but I can't see that happening by judging by the plans. And then you've got the watchtower. Now, like I said, I don't know how tall this watchtower is going to be because Chessington is very much restricted to its tree height, just like Alton Towers and Legoland are. But many other theme parks are in the UK, so I'm not quite sure how tall it's going to be. But, you know, I feel like they're going to do it. Now, UK's first Paw Patrol themed land. Yeah, again, they're pushing their UK's first. Chessington World of Adventures is ready to roll with the UK's first and only Paw Patrol themed land opening in 2026. Families will join the Paw Patrol pups in Adventure Bay, ready to save the day in an incredible new land. Packed with 4 spectacular rides, including a brand new My First roller coaster. So that means this roller coaster isn't going to be for the, you know, the older generation. It'll be for the younger, which is very good to see because there's not enough My First roller coasters in Merlin Parks. I mean, you've got the Dino coaster in Legoland Windsor. You've got the Octonauts ride at Alton Towers. Thorpe Park really don't have one, but they was never aimed. I mean, to be fair, they have the flying fish, but yeah. But Chessington really has missed out on it, and I feel like having this this My First roller coaster is very, very good, especially for the target audience. Like, I don't know why they didn't think of it before. In the UK's first and only Paw Patrol themed land, these pups will race to the rescue with Chase, soar through the clouds with Sky, make a splash with Zuma, and fire up the fun with Marshall. Now, Marshall, as we know, is like the fire pup, so he would have something to do with water, but also Zuma also has something to do with water, so there could be some water features to it. I'm not quite sure how it works, not yet anyways. And that's not all, it will be the ultimate adventure for the whole family. Be rough ready and sign up to be the first to hear the latest news about the exciting land. Adventure Bay needs you. And then it'll go on, it tells you, oh, sign up here. Okay, so that is what we can infer from this, you know, this page itself from Chessington. Now, another thing which has been brought out is from Attraction Source, so shout out to Attraction Source. And we are looking down at the plans. Now, at the plans, we see a more detailed, we literally see the whole layout of what the area is going to be like, which is very, very good to see. So, I don't know what's just happened, but I can't zoom in. Oh, I can. Okay, so over here we have... Oh, there's the entrance first. Only if I knew where the entrance was. Pretty sure this is... Yeah, okay, so you've got the entrance portal, you've got a themed item. It could be anything. Themed item. I mean, to be fair, it's quite good that there is themed items on this plan, as like, you know... when we were looking at the Thorpe Park's Hyperia one. Okay. So as we can see over here, you've got a play area, which will be something new to Chessington because I've never had a play area before. I'm not quite sure how that works. You've got this ride to the left, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the Sky one, so it will be the flying helicopter sort of one. That looks kind of cool. You've got a games kiosk. Yeah, again, I'm not a big huge fan of game kiosk, but you know, it's a way of making money, I guess. You've got a door here which goes... I actually don't know where that goes. What is that? Me trying to think what that thing is. Because I don't think that's at Chessington. Oh, it probably is. I don't know. Anyways, that's not the big point. Then you've got this here. I'm actually not quite sure. I'm pretty sure this is... Or that could be... Actually, that looks like it's got propellers on. That could be the Sky one. And this one here is actually going to be the Zuma one, I'm pretty sure is called. And then over here, you've got the roller coaster. Now, the roller coaster has a platform. Oh yeah, this is the starting point of the main queue. Well, roller coaster entrance play feature. So, you know, the main queue is pretty large. But it looks like there's no theming in the queue. Not like what we've got around here. You've got themed items. There's no theming. Doesn't look very promising. It looks like the queues are going to be pretty much together. Are we a huge fan of that, guys? Let me know in the comments. I really do appreciate it. Also, guys, please remember to subscribe. I would appreciate it. Theming. Yeah, okay, there's going to be theming here. Let's say it's going to be a chase sort of thing. So it could be like... I actually don't know. I can't tell you. It could be like his web slinger stuff, or the criminal inside, or just, you know, Adventure Bay. Now, I'm not quite sure where Adventure Bay is going to be. like the watchtower itself. There's nothing here that says anything about a watchtower. I find that really strange. Unless the play area is something to do with the Adventure Bay watchtower. You've got a themed item. It looks like a bridge to me. I don't get how you go around, but sure. I don't know what these are. I'm pretty sure they're like... I cannot tell you either. Facilities and retail, so it could be like food places or a shop, because that would be something which would be really nice to see. Like, everyone loves going to, you know, if it's the world's first, Merlin do love putting shops in. Look what they did with Nemesis, and well, they don't really have one for Legoland Minifigure Speedway, but they still have a little one. So, and I mean, if it's run by Nickelodeon, it's gonna be huge. As I say, hard standing mobile kiosks, so that could be like food, drinks, mostly drinks. I think this is another ride. So that looks like the Jungle Coaster, which currently is at currently is in the area of World Asia. So that could just, you know, be put there, and it's Marshall. It's something to do with Marshall. And then you've got existing fence to be removed and replaced. So yeah, there's not much we can see and like elaborate. I mean, it's quite a big area. And as we know, Scoprion Express, there was only one ride here before, so it's really good to see that they can fit loads of rides in it. And there was also the zoo, which used to be here, the Yoo-Hoo Zoo, which they've now took out, just to make this area a little bit bigger than what it was. Okay, here you go. Now here's the bigger expansion. So it looks like the 3D print for us. So roller coaster entrance play feature. I'm not quite sure what it means by play feature. So yes, I was correct. That is... This is going to be the Skies ride, where it's like, you know, the Harold helicopter sort of thing in the air. Like I said, I can't see any sign of Adventure Bay Watchtower at all, even though they do mask it on there. This looks like it's going to be Zoomers sort of thing. I actually cannot work that out, what ride that is. I've never seen one of them rides in my life. So it could be a world's first. That could be definitely a shop and a food outlet. Child rides such as that is definitely a Jungle Bus, which was definitely going to be replaced in the area from World Asia. And then we've got the roller coaster, and like I said, I cannot work out what roller coaster it's going to be, but it looks very good. And you know, it probably would go around quite a few times. It's long enough. There you go, there's the roller coaster. It looks like Zamperla to me. I mean, to be fair, it's just those spikes. It very much looks like Zamperla rides. That could be Adventure Bay Watchtower too, but I feel like because they're in the tree height limit, it's not going to be. What's that? Okay, that could be it. I'm actually not quite sure. I actually cannot tell you. This doesn't actually tell me much. Oh. That is the ride, so that's going to be Sky's ride. I'm not quite sure how the theme is going to go with that. That's the Jungle Bus sort of ride, which I'm pretty sure is the one from World Asia. And if not, what is the point of them replacing it? And that's all the stuff we have, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is all of the... That is all of the information we have for now. Now, guys, I'm going to leave you guys there, but please tell me what you guys think of this new themed area. Do you think it's a good thing? Oh, no. No. I was going to tell you the negative stuff. Now, I have many issues with this. So, firstly, as we know, PAW Patrol is owned by Nickelodeon. Now, Nickelodeon Land is also at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now, that's not a very good rival between two theme parks, because you've already got PAW Patrol meet and greet at Nickelodeon Land, and the fact now that Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon have both put PAW Patrol in this area really does have that conflict between Blackpool Pleasure Beach and Chessington. And we also know that Merlin don't own Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so like I said, could that affect Blackpool Pleasure Beach's reputation, or could it affect Chessington's? We are not quite sure. Now, another thing is that I feel like I was saying earlier, I used to watch PAW Patrol when I was like, I don't know, 6, 7. That is a very long, that was like a decade ago. Now, yeah, okay, I get it's the most it's the global preschool powerhouse, and it, you know, it's a TV show which is very much watched by preschool kids. I get that, but I feel like it's a little bit old now. In the next year, I don't think many people, or the next like decade, I don't think that place will stand as much, and it would be pretty concerning when, you know, it would be pretty concerning when they come along and go, right, we're leaving you, the IP's run out. You just don't know what's going to happen to that land after. But at the same time, it's the reputation. Like, it brings good reputation now, but later on it may not, and it'll just lose money. And that's when Merlin will, like, either not invest in it, it will get poor, and then it'll be like, oh, great. Or Merlin will get rid of it, and it'll be something new, which is what we always like to see. But I also don't like the fact that it's an IP. It could be an original thing. Now, yeah, okay, I get it. It's nothing to do with, you know, knowing the storyline and everything, because, you know, Nemesis Intoxicated don't really have a big storyline to, yeah, but even though this has got a storyline to it, because, you know, you've got several TV shows out there, I feel like Merlin Entertainments are kind of moving away from the storyline approach and their entertainments and their creativity to IPs, which is very much influential in terms of how we're getting Universal now, because Universal's kind of have that influence on Merlin entertainments and attractions, which I think is really scary, because we don't want to see loads of IPs in the UK, and many people have said this. I know that target audience ain't us, but we don't want to see that many IPs in the UK. We want to see more creativity. We want to see that British sort of theming, that British sort of like creativity. And I know it's not a British company who run these places, but originally it was, and some of the areas are really well themed, and, you know, they have some amazing British ideology to them. But now I just feel like it's heavily influenced by IPs, and we're getting too close to, I don't know, I feel like we're getting too close to like Disney and Universal, and the fact that we've got Jumanji, we've got the Gruffalo, Room on the Broom, now getting Minecraft, and then you've got Paw Patrol. You've got 5 IPs and not enough creativity in that land. And Elmo, we've got 6 IPs. That's probably just paying for the whole entire park at this point. But yeah, like I said, I don't feel like they have a huge influence. No, I feel like they have a huge influence on money, and I feel like they'll have a huge influence on pushing IPs to the park, because Universal has now is now being confirmed by Bedford. Anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think of this area. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think Paw Patrol should be changed? I would have thought it would have meant to be like Pac-Man or something, but, you know, I feel like that could be Alton Towers based. So yes, anyways, I am going to go now. Please tell me what you guys think. Please remember to subscribe. Smile always. Ooh, I am